Hey everyone, Anthony here. This is going to be a shirtless video because it's hot, it's summertime is happening, and I don't want to wear a shirt. And I don't want to put in my air conditioner because just in case I move or whatever, if I find someone that wants to buy it, then I can sell it easier if I don't install it. Speaking about the house that I had an offer in, that didn't work out. I might make a separate video on it. I'm sorry there hasn't been videos. I've been kind of depressed because the housing market sucks and I really can't find another house that I like. And even the one that I did have, I don't really like that much anymore anyway. Lastly, my neighbor's going to be home in a little bit, in like 15-20 minutes. So I probably can't speak as loudly as normal or as I am now. What else? This video is going to be about upgrading my Ethereum Validator, upgrading it. I'm adding 2 more validators, adding a backup node with Infura, and I think doing pruning as well, and then some updates. But I want to get cooking first so I have something to eat because it's 3 o'clock right now and I worked out and showered and got ready and everything, but I need to eat, so cooking first. And it's going to be a simple cooking thing. Some sausages wrapped in some dough, ricotta cheese, mozzarella based on some garlic butter or egg wash or something like that. It's going to be a quick, easy thing, but got to cook the sausages and prep everything. Spyderco Street Buoy. I use it more for cooking than self-defense. Well, I mean, I carry it on me for self-defense all the time, but I do have to get a set of kitchen knives. I do have a set, but they're old from my roommate, like many years ago, and they're not really that sharp or the best at all. When I move, kitchen knives will be on the list. Usually I slice these up slice-wise, but it's kind of like, I think you're supposed to cook the sausages first instead of doing like this. This takes forever. I'm just going to take them out of the casing and just use it as like ground sausage. Or, I guess, now I have a different idea. We'll just cut them up into little pieces. Maybe I should get another bowl or something. Grab the first thing available. Just get all these browned up real nice. I do have peppers and onions that I can put in here, but I kind of don't feel like doing that. All right, not 100% sure if these are like overfilled. I do have more sausage. This is all the peppers and onions that I had left, which is good because I wanted to get rid of them. So let's try wrapping them. It's 5 o'clock now. One of them is done. It looks like this, pretty good. The underside, well, I'm not gonna messed around. The underside's fine, just not as crispy as the top, obviously, because I don't flip it in the oven. But next one's in. It's been in there for a little while. I think I'm just gonna end up eating and then taking a nap and then doing the computer stuff in a little bit, because every time I eat I get so tired, and every time I do anything I get so tired. I can't just do one thing and then move on directly to the next. It just doesn't work like that for me. But this is what we got. This is how it turned out. It's a little bit soggy. There's quite a bit of juice in her. This one with the peppers and onions too. Okay guys, my neighbor downstairs is really annoying and loud, and she's a girl, and I can't concentrate on doing this. It's also 9 o'clock at night now, and nothing ever gets done. Well, that's not the truth. And I look very much like a gay Freddie Mercury dubstepper. I can't concentrate on doing this Ethereum Validator stuff and also making a video, but I gotta listen to headphones, which is listen to white noise or fan noise or whatever. Okay, so this is the config file for the Prism Beacon service on my Ethereum staker. You guys probably don't understand anything that I'm talking about, but I mean, some of you guys do. But I'm just pasting in my fallback address from Infura, which is just like you just make an account on Infura, and then you'll find this link after you create a project or whatever in there. You'll be able to get that. And for some reason, whenever I restart, TeamViewer never wants to connect, so we had to pull it out and grab the keyboard and mouse and plug it into this monitor, and just pain in the butt. So now if we stop geth here with the stop command, these should switch over to Infura. Actually, let me check that file thing saved. I mean, I know it did because I checked previously. Fingers crossed. Okay, so we have like, where are we when we stopped it? Not connected to eth1, not connected to eth1, falling back to alternate endpoint at Infura, right there, connected to proof of work chain, mainnet Infura, right there, and so we should be good. I'm gonna check my validators though anyway. We can just check them here real quick, but it's gonna be a little bit for these guys to update because it takes a couple minutes. By the way, guys, I've made 10 ether so far in staking for these are all my validators. December 19th to, well, I guess that's kind of foobarred. January 18th was like the last, so a couple months. Yeah, so they're all attesting, all 15 of them, so that's good. I got the backup set up, that's all working fine and dandy. Which is kind of cool because I think that means that I think I would have to reset up the computer to do that, but if I had geth on a separate SSD and I ran geth mainly, like I ran geth locally, not Infura. Infura is like a third-party geth service. I can just run on Infura and then upgrade to a larger SSD. I'm thinking like when I run out of SSD space, I could have set it up that way, like have geth on a separate SSD, switch to Infura on the main SSD, run everything off the main SSD. On the second SSD, I can swap out and set up geth again. That might be a bit more confusing to do. I don't know. It's like I'm at like 60% full on this 1 terabyte SSD, and I'm already thinking like 8 months into the future on how to upgrade it. But yeah, the next step that I want to do, I mean, we can move this stuff closer, is because I'm 60%, so I'm just gonna prune geth, and don't know what that's about. So I think what this means is that geth, I had geth turned off and wasn't syncing. So I think that's what it says, not old enough, need 128 more blocks. I think you have to have geth running and the chain updated fully. So that's why I'm running geth now, but it says that I'm finished syncing now, so let's see. I mean, I kind of don't trust it, but we'll see what happens. Still says need 128 more blocks. Okay, so it does seem like I have it working now. You just edit the service file. I guess I'll show you. You just edit this service file. I mean, you can run geth through command prompt otherwise, but I just edited the service file to put snapshot prune state as the command to start it. So we're all good. I think it'll take like an hour, 2 hours to complete. I don't know, but we're at 60% hard drive use, so I'll let you guys know what it ends up as. Okay, damn guys, it's 12:30 at night, but everything's done now. Alright, so first I'll just show you guys. I don't know why anyone cares, it's just text on a screen, but I have the state pruning, the snapshot pruning state stuff running. I was running into an issue because I was trying to, I don't remember if I showed you guys, but I was running it in a start command or whatever in the config file. And what I had to do, I had to delete the HTTP flag, I had to delete the cache flag and the max peers flag. This is actually supposed to be like that. That just makes it easier to read. But so it's just geth snapshot prune state, then the data directory, and then that's all you have in the thing. And that got that running and working. And my Infura, it is backed up and running on Infura, because you can see the connection numbers go up and everything. And finally, Validator 16 and Validator 17 are online. They'll be fully online and start staking in whatever that says there, like 15 hours. But if you guys want the instructions for adding Validator, I wrote them up right here 3 months ago. I guess just search for the title of the thing is multiple validator. That's what it is. Multiple Eth2 validators best practices question on Reddit. Make sure we'll get that in screen. The reason that I added 2 more validators, I had like $300,000 around there in BlockFi, and BlockFi lowered its rates. So now the Ethereum that I had in BlockFi, you only earn 5.2% up to 100 Ethereum. Anything over 100, you only earn 2%. So I'm like, all right, I'll take that Ethereum out and put it into staking. Like the reason that I had so much money in BlockFi is because it was like, well, I have some Ethereum that I don't touch. I have some Ethereum in BlockFi, and I have some staking. The Ethereum in BlockFi was interest earning Ethereum that I can take out. I have to sneeze, I think, because staking, my funds are locked up until whenever Eth2 happens and withdrawals are enabled. So I didn't want to put everything in there, because if there's an emergency and I need money, I don't want it all locked up and not have access to it. So BlockFi was like, all right, there's my interest with BlockFi that BlockFi had like my interest. I'm earning interest on my ETH in BlockFi, and I can remove it at any time. And then my untouched Ether, I don't know, I just have it untouched for whatever reason. I guess just in case BlockFi gets hacked or whatever, and I'm not out all of my Ether. So that's that. I have like whatever 17 validators of Ether in staking. Then I think I have like, I don't know, I don't want to tell you guys how much Ether I have, but I have some Bitcoin in BlockFi as well that I'm taking out at beginning of April, because BlockFi gives you one free withdrawal every month. So I wanted to take out my Ether this month, like right after they made that announcement, take out my Ether that month, this month, March, and then April I'll take out some of the Bitcoin that I have in there. I guess like if you look at it, yeah, I should have put these into validating on Ethereum like way sooner instead of having that Ether in BlockFi. But I don't know, I just wasn't ready to lock up all my funds back then. I think back then Ethereum's prices were a lot lower, so I had less money, but I still want to count on Ethereum's price dropping this way that I still want to have so much Ethereum untouched and not staked and locked up in case Ethereum's price does go down. I'll still have like a thing of ether to access to spend for emergencies or whatever. So take care, guys. Thank you and good night. Nice. Good morning, guys. So we were at 563 used hard drive space, and now we're down to 408. So like 160-degree difference. Woo! Doing a 160 degrees.